Silver standard room 1. Artifaction rolling in with Takahiro. For games, I think the safest spot is between your hand and your champ portrait. But that's horrible for deck building. So, like, right there? Although that obscures... I mean, if I shrink my face... then you can see how many charges I've got. So, like that. Sure, we'll YOLO keep. 4 shards. Yeah, this is pretty good. Y'all can tell me if that camera placement sucks or if it's good. Since I have 2 monitors, it's very easy for me to click and drag my face around on where it's going to show up on the stream. Yeah, covering up the deck's not bad, but then you can't see sexy sleeves and what's in the crypt. Probably better to the right now that I think about it. It's going to be how many times can I make... or just move it around. We're just going to play the move it around when it's relevant to move it around game. Because it's very, very easy for me to move it around. Alright, so that is a Shoku's Garden. So there you can see the Shoku's Garden. So like there. The great camera moving game. Where's Thrawn? He's a couple inches more to the left. No, he's a couple inches to the right. Ooh, Vilefang Eremite. That's good. Are you distracted yet? Funny guy. Not at the moment. I think the board state would need to be a little more complex. Oof, that is a good combo. Alright, so the question is whose life shenanigans can go faster. So far they are winning that race. Oh, but we've got an answer for that. So let's strangle that massive problem child. And then crash in for 7 damage. Gain a bunch back. This this match could be really annoying depending on how this plays out. Artifaction not thrilled to lose the Vilefang Eremite. For understandable reasons. We're going to take 4. This is going to be the game that... this won't end fast, folks. This probably won't end fast. Because we're just going to keep punching each other in the face and then gaining a bunch of life at the end. $29-24 the score. Room 1 of the Labyrinth of Evil. Oh, this is going to be a nice hit. That should be our 8th resource. The swings! This is room 1. This is the room that every dungeon run starts. It's been putting in work tonight, but it's usually not that strong. It's been overperforming tonight. Usually it has a pretty good loss rate, so I don't feel like a complete jerk face putting this at the beginning. But then every once in a while the combo goes off the exact way I hoped and dreamed it would. Alright, so bulky is in here because when you sacrifice a troop, which any dreadling that lives to the end of turn gets sacrificed at the end, this deals 1 damage to each opposing champion. So any dreadling that lives to the end of the turn now is going to gain us 2 health because of our gardens, and slap artifaction in the face for 1. Just kidding, because... Oh, that's a... Yep, they both have to go. Alright, but we immediately find another one. So I guess there's that. 37 to 15. To 18 to 21. Life gain versus life gain. Dreadlings versus dreadlings. Except that all of our dreadling generation has disappeared. I think I'm going to sit on this. Because if that comes back, we have to sacrifice 3 troops. You know what? Dungeon Master is going to make him have it. And immediately cry when a tomb swap is played. Yep, I'm surprised it doesn't hit already. $37.15 in our ever-fluctuating life score game. Go, my giant mushroom men. Alright, bulky was a really good hit. We've got burlies and we've got bulkies. Our 5 and 6 drop empire. Alright, so that was a lot of health to gain. 2, 3, 4. Okay, sacrifices that one into the charge power to gain more. And Paladin of the Necropolis is a 1/4. When you gain health, each opposing champion loses 1. There's another strong option. Let's just make this as annoying as we possibly can. Yeah, not enough HP. Please fix. So there's the gaining and the damaging. The life swings in this particular matchup are just ridiculous. It is worth noting, in fairness to artifaction here, 13 shards versus that's our 8th. So we've found more things, I think, than they have, but they've also and they've even gotten thick through their deck more. So there's not 4 attack on that side of the table, and there's no cards. Yeah. Wow. Room 1 went off this time. It does not generally combo that well. The stars aligned. Alright, calling the grave. Ooh! Ooh, we're gonna lose them all. We are gonna lose them all. It's not over, folks. Call the grave for the Death's Head Rider. And we have to sacrifice... Nope, nope. Do this in the proper order. Sacrifice a troop. Still win. Still win. Sacrifice the troop you control. Does it trigger? No, it does. That's... Oh, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. Don't think I can come back from this. Yeah, it's 52 to 1. This would be the most epic comeback in Dungeon Masters of Entrath history. If Artifaction wins this, I'm gonna throw that out there right now. I'm pretty comfortable with that statement. That there would be no stronger comeback than this. And we're just gonna start hitting running shards to give them that chance. $15 shards. Alright, sacrifice the Death's Head Rider into another Death's Head Rider. So that's going away. So it went from 51 to 1 to 6. And we have butchers that are of no use when there's no exhausted troops. It's not over. Plus they can't win within 30 cards. If this goes to Dex... I mean, gotta take that. Oh boy, it's not over. So let's get that out of here. Try to get some bit of a dreadling engine going on again. But at 20 health, their Artifaction is stable again. Can afford to throw away a little bit of health for some cards. Dread Harvest pulls out a shard. I don't think this is gonna go to Dex. See, more HP needed. Yep. 51 was not 50 in the 50s was not enough life. Needs more. So call the grave. Oh no. Wait, you could take one of mine? Ah! Call the grave, folks. From the original set, Shards of Fate. Put target troop from a crypt, anybody's, into your hand. So we just lost our own dude. And now things are going to get silly. Oh, hey, look, a Probe War pair. All that's going to do is really probably check the bulky for a turn. Oh my goodness. More dreadlings. Alright, so Probe Warp Hair did get checked, or Burley got checked for a turn because Probe Warped exists. And we're almost losing the health game now. From 1 HP back up to 33. This matchup is just silly. I hit you, you hit me, goes on till infinity. Calling the Grave for probably the one that destroys everything. Not what I was expecting. Alright, so that's a ton of Dreadlings. Only on Dungeon Masters of Entrath, folks, right? You're not gonna. You don't get this kind of action at home playing on your ladders, no sir. Okay, so that's gonna be a bajillion points of health. That is the Entrathian scientific unit of measurement. Approximately 1 bajillion. Alright, let's punch in against 61 health, because why not? And now take our life gain. 53 to 40. A little bit of constant hate would have gone a long way. Yeah, if there was a Chompus, if there were Chompusaurs or something hidden in that deck, this game would be over. All the health. This fight is just silly. Alright, so 83 to 22 is our current score. And now I have to butcher my own Burley out of the game. Got him down to 78 health. We're winning. Whew, 74, almost over. So if we're gonna win. We could win by deck. Just I don't think either deck can punch through at this point. Just the dreadling generation is too much. So I'm gonna take pot shots at that health machine. Such constant. Alright, so we're both in top deck mode. Turns are going to start going pretty fast here. I think there's not a whole lot of thinking that needs to be done at this point. I think we both understand what our decks are trying to achieve. Okay, Vilefang Eremite cannot be butchered. But it can be strangled. $40, 75 to 51. I'm not sure if we came out ahead much in that deal at all. No wild shards left. I am going to highlight this game. It's just silly. Out of wilds, kinda sorta, but there's a wild. Yeah, I think it's death by deck, like in all likelihood. Oh god, Bloodbearer. Ooh, that okay, that's gonna add up rather quickly. Alright. Can you do it in 12 more with 12 cards left in the deck? Calling to the Grave. The Dread of oh my. Oh my. Oh my. 3, 6, 9, 12 Dreadlings. Oh my god. I'm afraid of the math here. So that's just 12 damage on its face. And gonna gain a ton of health. And did my game just freak out? We died! That had to be... The game had to freak out, because we just went to sideboarding. That had to have been death. I knew the math was horrible. I didn't want to actually count it out. That had to have been death. I must have, because it kicked us to it kicked us out to the sideboarding. There's no way I won that. Wow.